Ahoy, crypto pirates! Welcome to your Discourse Syndicate FN Hangout. I'm the captain, your captain. This is your show. For those of you who don't know, the link is in the chat. Come on in if you want. You want to join us. You want to be part of the show. Show the Hexicans who you are. Come try and flood us. Whatever. We're here. We've always been here. 135 straight effing hangouts. Can you believe it? 135 of these things we've done. And we're still doing them. Haven't stopped. Haven't hid from the SEC. Haven't hid from the FUD. Haven't hid from the haters. Still here. Throwing it in your face, crypto. Hexicans ate your lunch. We won. You lost. We're still doing it. You guys are under investigation and have legal freaking consequences. I just saw that. I saw all of the other streamers who pitched freaking scams. Scams. Guess what? Hex isn't a scam. Guess what? There's no legal paperwork with my name on this side and the court's name on the other side, or the whoever's bringing charges on the other side, or whoever has a case against us, and what they call it, the plaintiff. Nope, I'm not on the defendant's side of a sheet anywhere because we were right. Richard Hart scammed nobody. Hex hurt nobody. And none of us hurt anybody. Nothing. It's a big nothing burger. That's why we're still here. We didn't go away because we knew what we were doing the whole time. We knew what we were promoting the whole time. Oh, it's such a glorious freaking day. Such a glorious day. And by the way, 9 cents, baby. 9 cents. Melf Tony, you in there? You punching 9 cents up on the chat. Let me say hi to the chat because you guys are very important to me. Because you guys, man, you guys are the best. Hexicans DMing me, doing stuff for me, getting involved in the road trip that we're about to go on, the Defi live road trip that we're going to go on, and onboard your people for you, help you out, answer questions, let them know who we are, and we're going to bring the passion to it. I'm going to bring the freaking passion to your neighborhood. So we've got some dates. We don't have dates yet. We've got locations set up. Going to be freaking cool. I'm excited to go do this. I really am. Max, he's been good to have you here. Firsty, yes, you are. Dosteezy, hey, I like that name. Elliot, what's up? Funding Jim, I think Funding Jim is in the green room. Crypto Surfer 369, how's the waves, bud? Almost warm enough for me to get my pansy ass out there. Sorry, man, I'm just the cold weather. I'm a fair weather surfer right now. Fair weather, everything. I don't have to go in the cold anymore. I don't have to go to the snow. I'm going to spend the rest of my life looking at beaches around the world. That's what I'm going to do. Crypto King, what's up, man? Our producer, bringing it all the time. We've got a cool show coming up on Monday. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Melv Tony, there he is. Oh gosh, man, these freaking names is to be deemed crypto. Okay, is to be deemed crypto. Okay, was literally just watching DCA's. Maybe you meant DCC's interview with RG3 and saw RG3. He's a great man. So glad he's here. Yes, this is my show. Well, it's really not. This is the Hexicans show. But yeah, I appreciate the kind words. Maybe you don't know me too well yet. Stick around a little bit. Pulse Man, Free Gobbler, Alien Hexican. I'm here. Alien Hexican, quit blowing up the chat. Oh my God, we're over 9 cents. Yes, we are over 9 cents. Isn't that awesome? I mean, we were just at like 1.8 not that long ago. We're moving and shaking. Crypto Compassion. Hey, good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Thoschild. Oh, is that the I got the Thos in the green room. Yes, I do. Alien Hexing. Captain gonna muddle. What the hell is that supposed to be? His way through these comments. Oh, follow me for more accurate predictions in the future. Okay. Oh yeah, he's gonna put me indoors in timeout. Yeah, maybe. X James. Yes, welcome. Who else? Checks my pulse. Crypto Sloth. Hey, welcome, Sloth. Good to have you, bro. Hey, and if you're in the green room, you're not going to see anything. So some of you new people come in and then you hang out for a minute and then you leave because you don't think anyone's. Just hang out. We're gonna bring you up. I can see you every time you guys come in. I can see you. Tea time. Who else is in here? Oh, Sandy Beach, my lady. Welcome. Always, she's always supporting us. MT Coiner, what's up, dude? And who else is in here? Rune Skis, Crypto Millionaires with Corgieri. How you doing? Looks at Hexander. All right. Chenille. Yes. Orion, Jeremy, Gear, 1.5 of Crypto Brothers. Hello, everyone. Hey, DJ Pollywood, what's up, bro? Party with that man. I've literally partied with that man around the world. I think. Yes, you were in London, right, bro? You were in London. Yeah. Partied around the world with you. All definitely around the country. Let's see. Luke Duke, glad to catch this FN Hangout. I got an email from the highest of stakes about my limited edition box. Yeah, the limited edition boxes are set, ready to go. So the film and everything's in there. It's done. You just can't get it until the film comes out. So if you got one, great. If you didn't, there's still a few for sale. You go to the highest of stakes and you can get you a box. I actually, next week, will be going to dinner. We sold the $55,000 box set. Somebody bought the $55,000 box set with, the special red carpet treatment and the whole thing. And next week we're going to this very posh place in LA to hang with that person and spend the evening and having dinner. We're flying Big K in from Puerto Rico, and he's going to come hang out with all of us. So we're all going to go and have a party. They say they're there to meet me, but I'm really there to meet the person who spent $55K on a box set. What a supporter, man. What a supporter. Appreciate you. All right, guys, it is time. It is time to bring up. We got a freaking cast. Wow, look at this. Look at this. So the first man in here was like one of the first Hex streamers also. He used to do it like from his truck in like parking lots and throwing down just knowledge, man. This is one of the smart guys in our community. Timmy B, what's up, brother?
Good to see you, Captain. How you doing?
Good to see you, man. And this next guy needs no introduction. Everybody knows who he is. He is the man funding Jim, the man in the know of everything, runs around the world talking to Hexicans, hanging out. And I mean, you could catch him in the Twitter Spaces. He does his own YouTube show too. Everybody, my buddy, funding Jim. Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, all the same place. I love the show.
Yep. Thank you, man. We love
Good to see you, Gary.
Been a while.
Yeah.
And then another man who needs no introduction, the Thoughts himself. What's up, dude? Good to have you. What's up, Cap? And Max, man, you've been hanging with us for like a good straight 2 months, right?
About a month or so.
About a month or so. I knew I was going to get a serious answer from you. I do like it when you smile and laugh at everything every once in a while, but it's good to have it. It's good having you here, man.
Oh, thanks.
And
appreciate it.
A new one to the show, right? Crypto Millionaire.
Yep, my first time being on the show. I watch your show at least once or twice a week.
Yeah, you do. Good to have you. Thanks for jumping on with us. We appreciate you.
My friend.
Let me say hi to one more person in the chat room because I missed her and I haven't seen her for a while. Inviting Freedom is in the chat room tonight, everybody. Saying hey to Timmy. Good to have you, Inviting Freedom. Good to have you.
And we got a Kyler Kaufman back too, I see.
Yes.
Oh, is he in the chat room?
Yeah, I saw Kyler Kaufman, man.
I didn't see him. Crypto Orange is in there. Swear Works. Oh, look at this, man. We got some OGs coming out the woodwork in here. Nice. I didn't see Kyler in there. Piston Broke. BK Handon.
Say hello again, Kyler.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Dang, sup, y'all? What's up, Kyler?
Hey, Timmy B, man, it was a week ago, brother, that I met you at the old party, the Nagabo party, bro.
Yeah, I remember meeting you there.
Yeah.
By the way, update, Nagabo's doing good. I just talked to him yesterday. He's doing really good. He's still recovering, but says say hello to everybody.
What happened? He's recovering.
I don't know if I should say it. Yeah, he had heart trouble. I know everybody's talking about it, but he had some heart issues that he had to have taken care of. But he's
I miss his videos.
Oh man, Nagabo can throw some heat, man. I love when Nagabo throws some heat.
I went to his last 2 parties.
Yeah, he throws a good party too. That's for sure.
Hungover.
Did you go upstairs?
I was up there for about 5 minutes. Yeah.
It's yeah. I guess, can I say it now? Yeah. It's just interesting to see certain characters that never would be upstairs. Like Hex Monkey. Myself, I spent time up there. Hex Monkey spent time up there. I was like, huh, yeah, all the personality comes out upstairs.
I didn't recognize anything different upstairs. I was upstairs. I didn't know if there was anything different going on up there.
The Vegas event.
It happened later in the night. It wasn't at first. It was later.
Maybe the entertainment arrived after your.
Oh no. Yeah. Oh, well, it started downstairs and then it ended up upstairs. Okay. I guess I never. Yeah.
Blush your cheeks.
That doesn't bother me.
MT Coiner says I didn't go upstairs on purpose.
But a lot of people were looking over the banister, like Marco the Hexican. I mean, there's a lot of people that were there. It's interesting.
Yeah. The party that Freddie threw, it was the bathroom. Like there was the master suite bathroom was the place you didn't want to go into. That thing was like, oh my goodness. It was like a bomb off in there.
Was it secondhand exposure? Was
I walked towards it and I had to turn around.
Well, that last party in Vegas, we all got kicked out. They called the cops on us.
Yes, they did. They shut it down because you had too many inside there or whatever. Yep. But good times. Man, Hexicans throw good parties. You guys were sus at first. I was a little worried about that London party. That London party had me worried about you guys, man. That was bad. That was your typical. That was like when everybody was still crypto. Like they were still crypto bros. There weren't Hexicans yet. That was like the first initiation, and now they've changed it up, and it's the parties are much better now.
Are you talking about the nightclub thing, or are you talking about the thing that Richard spoke at? Which one?
The nightclub sausage fest, yes.
The
most exclusive club in London. Well, it's supposed to be one of the most exclusive clubs. And they don't invite any, they shut the doors down so nobody else can get in but Hexicans, instead of like making it ladies' night. Like ladies in free, and then Hexicans get in with their ticket, but ladies, I mean, come on. It was that easy.
It was easily like 400 or 500 people and 2 girls, that I remember. Crypto stylist and her business partner.
That sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like a recurring nightmare that I have.
It was. I still can't get it out of my mind. It was. Yeah, it was something else. Yeah, it was just a. Yeah. Oh. Anyway. But the last parties, I gotta admit, Hexicans have been showing me that they got it. They figured it out now. The Vegas parties have been phenomenal. The pool party that they threw, man, that was a great one.
You guys going to the Miami event?
What is that?
I want to, but last night Maddie said he kind of wants you to spring for that $800 Bitcoin conference ticket.
I'm not going to the Bitcoin
I ain't paying $800 to no Bitcoiners. They can kiss my ass.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to hang out with Hexicans.
It would be nice to go down there and see if some.
I'll gladly give Maddie the 100 for all his hard work.
It's $100,
but I ain't paying for no Bitcoin thing, man.
Yeah, it's $100, and we'll have enough events outside of the Bitcoin conference. It'll make it worth it.
But man, it would be nice to crash that motherfucker.
Oh, we could still arrange that.
Run in there deep, right? Like just
all
strut
wearing
in
the
there
gear.
Deep. Oh man, just strut in deep.
You know what? Give me a microphone and I'll interview Bitcoiners on the red carpet, like undercover, you know what I mean? And I'll just destroy them, dude. I'll just make them feel real comfortable. I'll warm up to them, and then I'll be like, "So how's that spaghetti code working out for you then?" The 22 minutes, that transaction.
Ugh.
At the last Bitcoin conference, Captain, I was the personal liaison for Dr. Joe Jorgensen, who was the Libertarian presidential candidate.
Yeah,
I was basically her source of information about cryptocurrency at that conference. And I accompanied her backstage. And Peter McCormick came up to me and was really friendly to me because he wanted me to set up an interview between him and Joe. And I was this close to just saying, how about Richard Hart? Isn't he the most wonderful person?
I'm glad it was you. I would have slapped the bitch. I really would have just slapped him.
If I
there.
wasn't
stopped
there,
and slapped his ass.
If I wasn't there with Dr. Jorgensen, I would have done it. But because I was there accompanying her and her entourage, I just kept my mouth shut, but it was hard. I mean, Pomp was there. Moose was there. Peter was there because I got backstage, and Jordan Peterson was there. But yeah, it was an interesting event. Matty was there. He wasn't backstage, but he was there. We hung out for a little bit, but it was pretty interesting.
You guys need to sick me on Meet Kevin or somebody, man. Please. let me get a little bite. Let me get a little piece.
Oh, I'm glad I'm an old man now and I don't do that shit anymore.
Shit, you and me both.
Man.
You're like 2 years older than me. Come on.
Well, you don't do it either, man. You don't throw down no more. I mean, right? I mean, those days are over with.
I haven't been in jail.
Yeah, no.
Those days are over with. When I didn't have anything to lose and I had strong bones, it was okay. Now it's like I'm brittle and
I haven't punched anybody in the face in months.
Did you see the CoffeeZilla Meet Kevin thing today that he posted today? CoffeeZilla did on his YouTube channel.
We've blocked each other, I think.
So CoffeeZilla was talking about the $1 billion lawsuit against the influencers thing.
The producer.
And he referenced Meet Kevin, and then Meet Kevin came on just as far as a mobile cell phone teleconference. And then it was interesting because Meet Kevin said, he said something about, if I give you information, it doesn't mean that I'm accountable. He's kind of skirting that issue, but he says, people should know, not your keys, not your coins. And I was like, oh, where did he hear that before?
Gary Gensler, original quote. Mr. Gensler, you're brilliant, sir.
Yeah,
hey guys, breaking news. Guess what? We are now listed at 201 on CMC.
Wow, I love it.
I haven't gone on an aggregator in a year, and I went on Paprika the other day just because I was interested, and Hex is number 6. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
Man, it doesn't matter, but it was still funny.
We're right under XRP right
aliens. Now. Thanks for the 5,000 or the 5555. I appreciate that, my man. My good friend, by the way. Who else here? Jesse James would have fitted out. Hey, Captain, I would have used Bitcoin for the super chat, but I don't have any. Thank you for not using the shitcoin Bitcoin on this show. We appreciate it.
Yeah, they were losing their minds today talking about Bitcoin in the past 7 days being up 33% over the past 7 days. Whereas Hex over the past 7 days is up 54%.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question.
That in the last month. I mean, we were just at 2 cents. I feel like.
Yeah,
it's only like 50 days ago we were 1.8.
Thank God I was filling my bags down there.
Thanks for the 555 empty corner. Who put the Hex sticker on the SVB sign that Kevin took a picture
the Meet
with?
Kevin picture.
I'll send that guy some Hex if I find him. Was that real or did somebody?
It was real. It was right after the bank collapsed. The next day.
I hit every gas pump on my cross-continental trip around this time last year. I hit every gas pump in every state I was in, but I don't remember tagging a Silicon Valley bank, man.
I tagged Tesla chargers.
It was HODLPro.
Well done.
HODLPro did it. Atta girl.
So did you, Tim, did you really consider rewrapping your Tesla? You're going to change the language of your Tesla to publishing or mining or any of these things?
I was thinking about changing it to burn it till you earn it.
Burn it till you earn it.
So I have to make an arrangement with his name's Josh. He lives up in Idaho. I'd have to make an arrangement with him to have it edited, but I've thought about it because I want to redo the front also.
Well, there's multiple people saying that was Hod Pro, man. Cheers to you, girl. All right. That was dope.
That was a good one. Got to make sure I get my stickers in when I go traveling.
Did you say you don't have destinations, or you do have destinations?
We do. So it's going to be Washington State, or we're going to do Northern California first, then Washington State. Then we're going to scoot over to Chicago. Then we're going to go over to New York. Then
you got to hit Philly after New York. I'll get you guys set up with a beautiful club, beautiful restaurant, man.
We need to talk to Black Hexican about that. If shoot her a quick DM.
I'll do that right now.
And then we're going down to North Carolina, North Kakalaki, my old stomping grounds in the Marine Corps days. Sorry, I'm going there to apologize. It's my what do you call it? Gosh, I hate it when I forget words. It's senior moment. It's getting bad. Man, my amends tour to North Kakalaki. And then there's Miami. We're going down to Miami. And then over to Texas, and then back to Cali for another trip. And of course, we're going
to Cali.
You should stop in Arizona, Captain, between Texas and Cali.
Yes.
Stop in Arizona.
Okay. Well, I'm not in charge of the schedule. They're working on, the team is working on that. I got a whole team working now. We've got some real, so
right.
SJ's
I'll
on
bring
the
a crowd.
crew. Kaylin, who is Black Hexican, she's managing the whole thing because she's just phenomenal. She managed the Crypto Spa Book guys, and she's managing this one too. So glad to have her on, man. And then I've got, of course, Bullish in the background doing all the work, and then a bunch of Hexicans have already started, jumping in and they're making logos, and we're wrapping a bus. I don't know if you guys seen SJ's bus, but she's got like this. It's not really a short bus, but it's a short bus, old school bus. And we're gonna wrap that thing sick. We're gonna make that thing sick. And then and we've got just Hexicans jumping in all over the place, helping out, fixing their bus, wrapping it. We're gonna do some photo shoot here in Cali. We're gonna go do some supercar runs, and that's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. And onboard people with passion. We're going to get in front of you. We're going to talk to your people. We're going, no BS. We're just going to sit down, lay it all out, show everybody what the Richard Hart ecosystem looks like, what true DeFi looks like. We're calling it the DeFi Live Tour. And we're just going to bring it. And there's a lot of the products that are being built on Hex are going to participate and be involved. And we're going to bring we're going to do like a 4-hour seminar. As we go to each location. It's not just going to be just the captain, up there spouting off at his side of his neck for an hour. It's going to be a lot of people coming in and helping out. So it's going to be cool. Yeah, it's a big ass short bus. That's what it is. DeFi for the win. Hey, it's looking really good for us, guys. Really, really good. I mean, we all know that the halvening is going to push 2024 into the freaking stratosphere, and Hex and PulseX are positioned right now to just take such big advantage of that with the banking collapses, stable coins destabilizing, crypto, getting slapped around left and right from this agency, that agency. It's looking really good for DeFi. It's looking really good for us. I think that getting people on board with true DeFi and understanding what it is, because everybody is afraid of crypto right now. We've got 10,000 scam coins out there. We've got garbage like Bitcoin that don't work. We've got garbage like Ethereum that don't work. Although they've had their place in crypto, but those days are over with. And DeFi is the next iteration. This is truly what crypto is supposed to be. And I think that even the agencies out there, the 3-letter agencies that are trying so hard to figure out how to regulate crypto, are going to see it DeFi's way. I think that's what's going to happen. I really do.
I agree.
I'll triple co-sign that.
Quadruple.
Yeah,
I see how it's not going to be honest with you.
How does crypto survive the other way? It doesn't. It doesn't survive the other way. We can't go back. We can't go back to that anymore.
No,
we can't go back to,
it's a known axiom, man, that they honor the people who I have distilled down to identifying as an ancient lineage of dark occult high priests who honor game theory optimal and are in possession of ancient technologies. They need to adhere to natural universal law, which is why you'll hear it bubbling around a lot of our cultures that they'll say they have to put it right out in the open for everybody to see before they do anything. It's why people are being given a chance to choose their slavery and their sovereignty right now. And when Gensler goes, right, on camera on a pre-recorded, really weird infomercial, wasn't that? And he goes, not your keys, not your crypto. Bam, there it is. He's given you the playbook right there. Now, how many people are going to in one ear, out the other, not even attempt to understand what the man meant by that? But that is what I speak, the axiomatic principle that they must advertise this and give the species a choice. That's what Gary Gensler, he's putting everybody on notice. And we around here, we already know. We already got that locked down. Thank you, Richard Hart.
Yeah, we figured it out. We figured it out a long time ago. Well, from the beginning, 135 shows ago. Hey, Gary, can you believe it? This is the 135th freaking FN Hangout. I don't know.
And neither of us have a single additional wrinkle. Not a single.
I cover my wrinkles.
2-3 years into this thing.
Yeah, Captain, that smoothing software is working really good, man.
Right?
I can't wait for AI to get here. It's gonna,
right. It couldn't be fast enough.
Human beings a lot less.
I'll tell you, there's some cool stuff out there for anti-aging, and I mean, just the plethora of things that you can do for yourself. I cannot tell you guys how good I feel. My neck, I've been getting a lot of work done on my back and my neck, and taking care of myself, going to the gym. And one of the things that, so I've got Hexicans that have been helping me, giving me advice and having me do some in-house stuff that I can do. But I've got 2 discs. I've got 8 hernia discs, but the 2 in my neck are gone. I need surgery. And I opted out of surgery. I went in for the consultation, and they're like, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to slit your freaking throat. We're going to move your esophageal cavity over here, and then we're going to go fix your spine. I was like, from the front? Isn't my spine back here? And they're like, no, we got to get on this side to do it, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, man, Charlie on that shit, man. Sign that. I'm not doing that. And so I've been looking, and a lot of Hexicans give me a lot of good advice. And then somebody told me about this thing called, so I go every week. I get a massage therapist. I got a sports massage therapist, and then I've got a trainer in my gym that helps me not screw up my back. And since somebody told me about wolfing, has anybody ever heard of wolfing?
No.
Oh, that's cool. I get to tell you guys about wolfing. So I heard it at first and I laughed. I was like, really? Is that like, I won't say it. Is that one of those really cool massage places that around the corner over here in the bad neighborhood? They're like, no. That's not what it is. Rolfing is they break up. So they break up the fascia tissue in your body. Your body is surrounded with all of your muscles. Everything has this tissue around it that, oh, thank you, sweetheart. Cheers, my hops.
Salute.
So your body has this fascial tissue around it, and it gets gummed up. So muscles get stuck together in between it, and the fascia tissue adheres to itself.
Yes, it's called adhesions. You're right.
Adhesions, and you get adhesions, and that's where you get these knots and stuff, man. And so I go in to go get this, and I think I'm getting a massage, right? Oh fuck no, this ain't nothing like no massage. Like they get their fingers and their nails and tools, and they literally like find where the tissues are gummed up, and they break that shit apart.
Yeah, physically,
like,
right.
Boom, and then
it takes deep tissue to another level. I know exactly what you're
it's
talking
like
about.
yeah, it's like
I've walked out of massage therapists before, and I say, honey, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult you, but you simply do not possess the strength like to do me like as hard as I need done.
And here's the trip, bro.
So fresh and so king.
The gal that does mine,
bang bang,
she's like 4 foot nothing, and I even told her, I said, hey, look, I got one question for you. How are you going to be this person that really does this deep? She goes, get in the room. And she freaking has worn me out. So you got to do the first. So the way it works is you do 10 sessions. You got to come in every week, and they start at your feet. And like, imagine somebody taking like a
drywall hammer.
A hammer. Yeah. Or a ball peen hammer. And jamming it into the muscles of your foot as hard as they can, and then rolling it across it, just in each fiber in your foot, like for an hour. And I mean, it was just insane.
You think about it, even a little girl like that, 100 pounds, if you put all that weight into a square inch, you know what I mean?
That's just it. It's concentrated. And then they work slowly, like through your feet, through your ankles, and literally on your ankles. Imagine, the front of your ankles getting like, whew. But I'll tell you what, it's changed. It's changed my
you feel like $1 million now, huh?
I feel like my neck feels like $1 million. I can move. I don't hurt.
Have you gotten any of these stem cell injections? Has anybody tried that?
That's next.
Okay.
So after I get done with all this and do the 10 sessions, get the whole full body, then you only have to go like maybe once a month and get kind of worked on. Then I'm looking into, any type of other stuff that I can do to fix. But you know what? I am feeling like $1 million.
God bless you, brother, man. Gosh. That sounds so good. You deserve it, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Sure.
Anybody else out there who has back problems, look into your local rolfer. I'll tell you what. And the trip is she hasn't even started working on my neck yet. We've just gotten up to like my armpits. Like the gal was sticking things in my armpit for like 45 minutes straight. I mean, it was anyway, but cool stuff. FN Hangout, man. You talk about it, all kinds of shit here.
Yo,
rolfing.
Let me jump in real.
Yeah,
what's going
King,
on?
What's happening, bud?
What's going on? Good to be on with Funding Jim, Tim B. Been a long time, brother. Thos always out there, and Crypto Millionaire. Great to be with you. It's an awesome thing to see that after the Gregory Mannarino interview with the captain last week, that he has been making his rounds on other channels, not only within the Hex ecosphere. He went to InfoWars. He went on Liberty and Finance, and I know we're in the background working on bringing them in on other crypto podcasts within our ecosystem. So look forward to seeing a lot of that. And wow, he is really making his rounds right now. So good on.
Well done, King, man. That was a big one, bro.
Yeah, and he was great. Of all the financial guests that I've had on, and I mean, we've had some great ones, and I don't take anything away from him. Mannarino just kind of resonated with me. That guy has a vision on this thing. Like he sees the problems and he's trying to come up with solutions, and he's a no BS kind of guy. He's not weird political or anything like that. He's just straight up, this is what's going on out there, and I just want to get the word out, and let's talk about it. He's really, really a good dude, man. I like him a lot. Really do.
Yeah, hey, I'm still trying to work on Oh, go ahead.
Thanks for the $5.55. And why couldn't Richard did $9.99 or something? Anyway, where's Knipples? Knipples he has been taking care of his family and taking care of building a new channel. He's got all kinds of things going on. I know had a lot of people say, "Oh, you and Knipples have," but nope, not one problem whatsoever. He and I are on the same page. We've got a lot of things going on in the background. Still working on the highest of stakes, MCA. Hex Investment Trust, all those things are still going strong. And we are building another channel. He's building another channel. So we've got another channel going.
Right on. Yeah, I'm still trying to work on getting Catherine Austin Fitz. That's going to be a bigger fish to catch. Some people saying that she may be, I don't know, on the wrong side of things, but I still think it'll be worthy for her to hear what we have to talk about. And
who is that again? I didn't
got to be a part of that one, man. I've been following her for
Catherine
decades.
Austin Fitz.
Oh, yeah.
Catherine
former
Austin
housing
Fitz.
Undersecretary.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's
she's
the
one who she's the one who pointed out the day before Rummy went on the air and said, we might have lost $4 trillion. We'll tell you about it at 9:15 tomorrow morning on September 11th. And then, she independently as an accountant is the one who did the forensic accounting and discovered all of that. Now, over all the years that have passed since then, she's gone on to say, we're looking more at like 40 trillion, dollars. Not 4 trillion.
4.
Yeah.
Times it by 10.
She's basically down with Dr. Joseph P. Farrell of Oxford University in this whole breakaway civilization thesis that these people have extricated themselves entirely away from us and are either and they just have cities, food manufacturing. They have every resource they could possibly need to live lives, heavenly lives, while it's on our backs that they maintain this.
Yeah, she has a famous thing. She did I think it's the guy that Thos just mentioned about. She did about the missing money. I think they did a deep dive of the Pentagon and I think of HUD, and they found like multiple trillions of dollars that are missing out of the what we're being told. Of course, we're not.
Yeah, and she had a freaky year.
Whatsoever.
It's not like she's. Yeah, it's not like she's an agent of disinformation, because she had a year where she was shaking because like robot helicopter drones were flying outside of her hotel room, and she had her children's lives were threatened repeatedly. So I tend to lean into that woman a little bit. I believe her.
Look at that, guys. We are starting to dig into 9 cents.
Woo!
Digging into 9 cents.
Doesn't
stop. And I think I know everybody out there does share out the stream, but yeah, before coming on the stream, I usually share it on like 4 different social platforms. So, don't only do Twitter, do whatever you got, Getter, Gab, Float. And I hit them all and I put the stream out there and try to get as many people in here as possible. Even newcomers, I try. Here's the stream link, jump in.
And try different angles of approach, because the general public is going to be more and more and more receptive towards this kind of content than ever before, man, guys. All our shows,
You get time out for that, Briss.
What'd he do?
He posted the Bitcoin price.
Where's
there is no bigger Hexican Bitcoin bag holder than Brissology. He's got big Bitcoin bags.
And a Lexus with no hood.
Well, he's got a hood on it now. It does.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he doesn't leave his front room anymore, but he does have a hood on his Lexus.
Poor Briz.
Does Twitter have a new feature about bookmarks, or did I just never see that?
You must have overlooked it. It's been there for as long as I can remember.
So you can bookmark to folders and you create new folders for bookmarks?
I don't know about creating folders, but you can bookmark tweets.
Yeah, so if I'm looking on a browser instead of a cell phone, in the bottom right now, it says bookmark to folder, and then you can create new bookmark folders. So if it's anything, specific to Hex or specific to Pulse Chain, or, something that you want to draw on in the future. And the reason I say that is because I saw David Gokhshtein was saying, why should I care if someone bookmarks my tweet? And I'm just curious about that. Like, if that's a feature that might have future use, it's interesting.
I've used that function of the time machine where you can tag that Twitter time machine and say, remind me of this tweet in X amount of years or time. I've used that before. So maybe it runs on that function.
I've been experimenting this past week with streaming Twitter Spaces into YouTube. And since it's live, then there's no copyright claim possible because it's simulcast from them on Twitter. I experimented by streaming onto Twitter video of ran the whatever crypto man, the South Africa guy, his show, because he was streaming live with Grant Cardone earlier today. And so because it was on YouTube live, then I could stream it to Twitter without me being nervous about a copyright strike. Because it's, if they end their live stream on YouTube after I have ended, then I got there first. You know what I'm saying? I got to, the content was accountable to my account before theirs. So I want to experiment a little bit with that, but be cautious if you're going to try it, because it could be a copyright strike. But I think that live streaming is interesting because on the Twitter space, some of you guys have been, I've sent the Twitter space to you. And if you're doing your thing, you're in your work environment, things like that, just being in the space and letting it passively be there allows me to highlight your profile. So I'm showing on the video, and then your profile, or Grant Cardone or Patrick Bet-David or whoever it is that's speaking at the time. And I think with like good hashtagging, that when people say something that they think was very smart, maybe it is very smart. And, the audience of Twitter Space heard what they had to say. They are engaging a lot more, like these influential people, to a degree. Love them or hate them, Mario gets 10,000 to 30,000 live Twitter listeners. And maybe it's Twitter files, and I'm not going to stream that. If it's politics, I'm not going to stream that. But when it seems like it's finance or real estate or, stuff that rich people listen to that could push the price of Hex, then of course I want to engage it. And I really want to focus more on highlighting people that I think have been great advocates about true DeFi, the principles of cypherpunk, the things about why the tickers in crypto are different than the tickers of a stock or of a bond or, some other instrument that has more counterparty risk and more government authority, right? So even today, I was streaming Chris Black, and some people like him, some people don't. Walrus has been great about engaging with like this narrative about stablecoin. When Richard Hart streamed with Chris Black about 3 years ago, Chris was more of a DeFi is the way, Ethereum is the way, and his narrative back then was more Ethereum. And now Chris is more Bitcoin, Monero, only proof of work, because he doesn't believe in USDC. So it's interesting that we have so many products that will launch on Pulse Chain that are effectively forks of Liquidity. So if Jesse or Katie or people that are in different time zones, sometimes if they can at least be in those spaces, even if they're not actively speakers, I can highlight. And again, I want people to tool your Twitter profile so that it's readable without being necessary to be clickable. So if you have a link tree, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have something you're trying to broadcast, make it so that if people just manually read it and type it into a browser, then they could follow you. But if your Twitter is like not truncated, they can't follow you. They're not going to type it in. So just something to keep in mind of my experiment this week.
And I got to say, you've done a really good job at filling those rooms up with a lot of Hexicans, because every time I get your DM, I'll hop in there, and man, there's like, I can see 50 or 60 of them in there. You've done a really good job. It's all hex symbols and pulse chain symbols, and so.
Yeah, and again, there's a love-hate with that. The love side of it is, if Chris Bleck only has 80 people in there and 50 of them have hex logos and hex titles and avatars, surely that's going to have some marketing impact, even if you're not a speaker. Like, it just shows engagement. It shows caring about the space, right? And it doesn't mean that you're believing what Chris has to say. Chris is actually pretty open mic, as long as you're not, shit saying, buy hex or buy pulse chain or something like that. And then the same thing, Grant Cardone, he was trolling today. He was funny today. And, he was on stream like maybe 4 or 5 hours, and it was everything. It was very much RG3's personality. Grant Cardone's personality is very, like pirate style. So I think engaging and kind of building those friendships, useful friendships, authentic friendships, not just because you're trying to get their attention. When I've introduced RG3 to people, it's just a natural rapport that happens in these kinds of spaces, because your core values are aligned, and they usually just come into natural conversation. So I think they're good.
I'm going to have to make up with Grant first. He and I got in a fight many years ago.
I don't care for the guy.
We did, yeah, and I didn't either. He said some. Well, anyway, he did some things to a group of my people, and he and I had words.
I mean, have you ever seen the way he treats his wife in private? He wouldn't.
His expression, yeah.
I've hung out with him a few times at real estate events, and yeah, he's not my cup of tea. But I mean, I get the influence he brings.
He's got a voice. He's got a voice.
Yeah, he's got a voice.
Got a lot of good things to say.
He's got that. He's just not my cup of tea. Again.
Well, again, so I think of this as, it was in martial arts. They say something about punch through. Go on the other side of what you're trying to hit.
You hear Richard talk about that sometimes.
Yeah, and if you think about it, a lot of these people, they just see a brand, and the brand is Kiyosaki, and the brand is Grant Cardone, and the brand is whoever that they think of. We think of the brand of Richard Hart, right? So it's a brand, but like the values that you have inside, and then you're seeking some voice of authority or some voice of experience. That's what you're seeking. And, if you're not in that marketplace to present your ideas or your culture, someone else's will fill that request. So like, I think of it as, maybe I wouldn't get along with Grant. He's from Texas. He's from Dallas, I think, from the same area. So culturally, maybe there's some background stuff, but he's also 64 years old. So as a 64-year-old, I'm sure that there's some life experiences that are similar. And we judge kind of by their most recent thing that is in your mind, like, 10X, buy a super jet, all the marketing of materialism that he does and things like that. And I'm trying to think about the million people that he is asking for his attention instead of him. Like, it's the same thing with Kiyosaki. I hold RG3's information and his life experiences just as dear as someone like Ken McElroy or something like that. Like, I value that, and it's up to me to analyze it, make it part of my own persona and things like that through association. So there's just useful stuff about speaking in those spaces, I think.
100%.
It's good practice also. It's just good practice. Like, there's a lot of people that I know that they want to be more engaged or more supportive, but like, people don't really commit to your culture or to your religion or to your politics or to your beliefs until they know you. An avatar and a screen name is not the same as like a conversation with a real human being. So
that's one of the reasons I'm starting to host public meetups here in Arizona every Saturday night, because I like meeting people face to face and talking to people face to face.
Tim, how long you been doing that?
This will be the third week.
Did you get a pretty good turnout?
So far, there's only been one guy showing up, which
I'll come join you.
That's how it starts. That's how it
just
starts.
When I was in Bitcoin back in 2017, there was a guy in Sedona that was hosting a meetup, and he was the only person showing up for about 4 months until I started showing up. And then it was just him and I for about another 3 months. And then suddenly more people started to get involved.
And you give it
that's it. That's what you do.
Yeah, you build it now because you give it to the end of the year or beginning of next year when everything starts pumping again and gets trendy again. That's when people start showing up.
Hey, I start every single one of my live streams with between 3 and 6 viewers. Look at my numbers. I have live streams that have 700, 800 views, several of them.
I mean, that's what we're doing right now. We're building from the ground up. We started out, we only had 3 viewers on. Now we're about 40 on average. So we're starting to get a little bit of traction, just a little bit.
That's how it goes. That's what we did. I mean, Timmy and Gary were here with us, and we were, there was 14, 15 people on the other side watching us, and then it turned into 30. And then it turned
be
into
yourself, 60. Right? Because I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm fucking at peace with that. I would be very, very concerned if I was everybody's cup of tea. I would want to check the pulse.
So would I. So would I, my brother. So would I.
Everybody should be concerned if you're someone's cup of tea.
No, I like my crowd, my people. I'll tell you what, and it's been pointed out to me by a lot of other streamers. Would you rather have the 7,000 subs with X amount of people who show up who don't give a shit, or would I rather have my 1,200 subs where I see the same faces in there and they are my brothers and sisters?
And see, that's it.
Committed.
The communities crowd. Here aren't just people coming to watch you show numbers on a chart and FOMO homo them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's been one of my axioms from the get, Cap. You even know I told you about it. I said, I'm not going to provide what has been provided 8 times already today. I'm not. Why would I do that? I'm cut from a different cloth. So I focused on what I consider to be Hex peripheral. Now, I do shock the shit out of people who want to underestimate my crypto knowledge from time to time, because I do know what I'm talking about and what I'm invested in. But if I think it's something that's been covered like a newsworthy item, if I feel like it's been talked to death, me and my guys, Whales Only, Hex Mac, Torin, Facing Reality, these guys that are part of my Divergent, we're just not going to beat that dead horse, man. We're going to try and strike out on maybe a fresh angle on some things. So it is what it is. You just do the good work. Everybody has a space, is my point. Everybody.
Yep. And that was the point here, Discourse Syndicate and the FN Hangout was just exactly that. It was like, let's showcase everybody and get everybody to not be afraid to show their face and let everybody come in and say, hey, I'm going to go do a stream. And this is who I am. And we've had many different personalities on this show. I mean, all the personalities, you name it. But what I love about this is that everybody who's in that chat room, everybody that's been on the show, I get DMs from them. I meet them at meetups. I've become friends with them. Me and Gary have traveled the world together. I mean, it's just been, it's been amazing to see this organic, real crypto community come together. Not some fake, phony million follower. That guy don't care about those million people. I care about each and every one of our followers. I care about each and every one of the people that I meet when we go to our meetups. I mean, it's real. It's like you said, it's like family. It's like, and it's kind of quasi,
I can testify. Weird. He was genuine as fuck when I met him, the captain. He really was. He was like, he saw I was an enthusiastic Hexican who was excited to meet him. He's like, come here, buddy. It was great.
Dude, there's people in Hex. There's people in Hex. I've been to their house. I've hung out with their families.
Yeah. Did you ask permission first, Tim, or did you just
they woke up and Timmy was in their kitchen eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in his underwear.
I think a Hexican lives here. I'm gonna have a peanut butter and jelly.
Hanging out on the couch.
What do you want? I'm your brother.
So could you put some pants on, please, and put the jelly away?
King, what were you saying, man?
Yeah, something that recently has been
had
developing.
lunch with me and my daughter one time. He
Yeah.
came to California and we went and had pizza. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that's been recently developing, as crypto was getting attacked, a month ago or so, I had a certain individual at work come up to me like, "Oh, crypto's, it's going down," and
It's done.
I'm like, whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm dressed like this, me. I represent Hex every day of my life, even at work. And I told him about Hex, and he's done nothing with it. And then the bank collapse start happening, and immediate complete silence. And I'm like,
how's that?
I'm waiting for him to come and talk to me about the banks, and he's like, complete silence. And while we're moving on up, he's over there, believing what he's hearing on TV about, oh, the banking system is sound, and so he's just completely being deceived.
Yeah, you see a lot of
again
that
by the
lately,
TV.
don't we, man? It's quite a thing to witness. There's going to be a lot of. I heard the restaurant's going to be serving crow as like a featured dish here in the coming age. So
this bank job was a setup, man. This thing.
Oh, hell yes,
setup.
without a doubt.
It's been good for my onboarding though, because since the bank collapse started happening, I've had people reach out in Instagram, Facebook, and want me to tell them more about what I'm doing now. It's interesting.
And they're staying away from, notice how they're staying away from the bailout term. It's a bailout, people. They're being bailed out once again on the taxpayers' heads. And another thing that's happened is I was seen at a restaurant, and one of my onboards that I haven't seen in a while, he came up and hugged me and was, man, we're moving on up. And he's a young man, and he recently had a baby. Congratulations, brother, on your beautiful daughter that you just had. But people are. It just feels so good when people see me, and if I brought them in, they're sitting there hugging me, shaking my hand, saying, just thanking me for telling them about this wonderful product that we have, Hex.
Hey, Cap, do you mind showing that? I just want to read that really quickly to the crowd. Emergencies have always been the pretext on which the safeguards of individual liberty have been eroded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hello, Silicon Valley Bank.
Yeah. Well, I think, anyway, there's some people behind that thing that, anyway.
Well,
and
then, of course, we all brought up an image, quote, right?
I want you to bring up the Henry Ford quote, which is probably the
about if people knew the real machinations of the banking system, we would have a riot on our hands tomorrow.
I'll send it to you, Captain. I sent it to you, but that's probably one of the most important, because people don't know. And there's things, I think somebody's mentioned it before about, I think maybe Gary mentioned it, Mike Maloney's The Hidden Secrets of Money series. I think it's episode 4, which everybody must see, at least episode 4, where he does a deep dive on how currency is created. And it's not taught in school. It's not taught to nobody. Only a small group understands what really happens, how currency is created. But if you just watch that episode 4, I believe it is, of The Hidden Secrets of Money. Yeah, there you go. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Henry Ford. That's absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
So people just need to learn. The Creature from Jekyll Island book is a great one as well.
Yep.
Yeah, from Mr. Griffin.
Yep.
Yeah, you had him on, Cap. That was a good one.
Somebody said, Captain, start a Rumble stream where we can talk about that stuff without getting. Yeah.
Either Rumble or Rockfin. Yeah, because some of the guests that I want to bring on, maybe a Rockfin or Rumble only stream because yeah,
okay, I got to say something about that. Do you think that Wales Only One or Thothschild has neutered or censored anything that's come out of our mouths since we started streaming together? No, no, never once. And we talk about everything, guys. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know who's doing
They're
what.
still letting you go. We got to pull this young man up because look what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Last time he was working. Now Kyler's out there at the gym. What's up, buddy? You're muted. You're muted.
We might want him to stay muted.
Yeah, it's loud gym music.
In the pavement out there.
What's up, buddy?
What up, brother?
How you doing, my man? Oh,
there he goes.
And he's gone.
And he's out.
His phone dropped.
I had breakfast with Kyler a couple weeks ago, about a month or so ago. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a good guy, man. Really good guy. Hey, he hit me up. He's like, "Why don't you follow me on Twitter?" I'm like, "I'm following you on Twitter." I look and wasn't following. I don't know what happened. Somehow, some way, I wasn't following him. But that didn't make sense.
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop down too. Thanks for having me, Captain, as always.
Millionaires, thanks for coming,
man.
Good having you aboard.
Yep, I'll hop on again sometime.
See you, Corey.
Georgia. Okay, I'll put the link in, Georgia. Looks like we might get Georgia today. So I did a little outreach today myself. Georgia invited me to his name is Rolando Cryptos. You guys know who Rolando Cryptos is? He does the all Spanish speaking podcast. You can follow him on Twitter, rolandocryptos.pls. And that's because he's got himself his domain. But I got to go on the show, and Georgia translated. I didn't know she was a professional translator because I've never done that before. That was really difficult trying to speak and just like say enough. I thought I was saying too much, but she picked it up like she's a professional. Actually, that's what she does. So it was interesting watching that happen. But it was really hard because then you got to pick up where you left off after she says what you said, and shit, I can't hardly remember mid sentence what I'm saying, let alone try and pick back up after I've already said a couple of sentences. So, but yeah, she might be coming in here. It looks like she's doing good work too. Really proud of her.
I spent some time talking to her in Vegas at the Hex conference. She's a cool lady.
Yeah, she is.
A different topic, but you breezed across it. The .pls thing, I see people put that in their handles. That isn't active yet, but there's a naming service. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah,
so
that was.
You could claim, and then I don't know who's behind it, but basically you could claim, put your name in, make sure it was your Twitter handle. They DM'd me back and forth. Is that authentic, or is that just
yes?
Google?
Nope, it's good to go. I've been speaking with him. It's called Pulse Domains.
Right.
Yep. And I believe he's out here in California. I've met him a couple of times, and he and I are working together right now on doing some stuff. He's going to be supporting the tour. He's going to be part of the tour. Pulse Domains. So a way to get yourself a Pulse domain. And there's a lot more involved in it, and I don't know all the intricacies of the.
How much does that run?
They're doing it for people that already make channels.
Yeah, so Thoughts, you should hit him up. Pulse Domains. He's on Twitter.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yep.
He's got to confirm that you're really the Twitter that controls the popular name, especially if you're public streaming or you're making content for any significant amount of time. Then he's just doing it for you, basically, to probably to prevent other people from claiming it if you're not going to claim it in time.
Yeah. So they're getting that fired up now. Yep.
That's good. I mean, it ends up being marketing. I see so many .eth. I mean, I'm not really an ENS person. I don't care about it. But like I do see people that freaked out over it, about Ethereum. You know, basically a year and a half ago, everybody was having, I've got a 3-digit or a 7-digit or whatever, numbered ETH, and people trying to trade those things. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and of course you pay more for the 3 and then a little less for the 4.
Like, it's only got 3 digits. I was like, okay. Speaking of which, I tried to buy a Twitter handle recently, from someone that is very hateful. I was like, oh, like, I guess, and he's like, no, not you. And I was like, you're a crypto bro. And I was like, dude, I'm just trying to buy your handle. Like, what do you got to give me crap for?
Yeah. Where are we at? I'm trying to pull up the price. Help, Tony. Where are we at? See if we get a DS pump. Well, we're still holding over 9. That's good. That is good.
We just printed a itsy weensy red candle, but still 9 out of the last 12 hours we've been printing greenies.
Yeah. 3 days in a row. What do we have?
On the hourly, I'm sorry. Yeah, on the hourly.
Or is it 2? We're on our 3rd day. We're
on
third
the
green
daily.
candle.
Well, my God. What's it? 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of the last 9 days we printed green candles.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Identity block.
Oh.
What's up, dude?
Oh boy.
Oh, good.
How's it going?
Oh, good, brother. Just I was watching the baseball game, and now I wanted to stop by and say hi. What up?
We're good. We're
Doing good.
We're cracking 9 cents tonight, and everybody's fired up. Friday night
I saw
hangout.
that.
Yeah. So what have you been up to?
Not much this week. I was just watching that. I was just watching the baseball game today. So it was we're playing Mexico, and it was going okay. We started winning early, and then like they came back, and then they beat Puerto Rico. So like we're out of this now. So I think it's gonna be maybe USA or Japan probably to win it all. So
I don't do sports. I don't know what you're talking about. There's
Oh,
baseball
man,
game going on.
yeah,
I
no,
do T-ball.
to.
I got to do T-ball tomorrow with my 6-year-old. That's about it.
Oh, there you go. That's good. Yeah, no, I had to do something at least for just to get out of the cryptosphere for a little bit. So that's my thing, baseball.
Yeah. One of these days I'm going to take a break, but not yet. We got work to do still. So
I've been pulling away a little bit by I'm building a house here in Arizona, and right now
Nice.
I'm working on the septic system, and I'm digging it entirely by hand. So I'm moving about almost 3,000 cubic feet of
Ooh.
dirt with a shovel. I'm loving it. It's like going to the gym every day.
I was gonna tell you that's a good workout.
It's sunburning and it's exhausting, and I love it.
Hey, Jim, thank you for informing me about this. That's really not a painful process, everybody. I would encourage anybody who's interested in getting their .pls to go ahead. There was literally 4 fields to fill out.
yeah, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
he's got a roster. I claimed Gary Woods win, which is my other Twitter, and then Funding Jim. And
Well, I just claimed RG3 the captain and Wales only 1, and they said congratulations. So
nice.
Somebody got Discourse Syndicate.com.
dirty bastards, man.
I kept telling you I can give you a good price on that.
I tried buying it. They won't they won't answer me.
Yeah. Yeah, social media stuff like land claims, and I guess that's what the rush is about. Maybe PLS, if that's going to be, mimicking the ETH narrative, but every little bit is just like familiarity, familiarity. So it's worth it, I guess.
Here she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Georgia Guerrero.
The hardest working ladies in Hex. How you doing, Georgia?
What's up, girl?
Very good, family.
Hey, Georgia.
Hello, everyone. Nice seeing
Hi.
everyone here. I'm a little bit intimidating. Finding Jim is here. Everybody's here. My goodness. I'm looking for a new studio, guys. I don't have a nice studio like some of you, and I think Hexicans deserve the best. So where am I? I decided to broadcast from IKEA today. You see?
There we
I'm
go.
here in my
That's
kitchen.
what's up. That's original. Love
I'm
it.
here in my kitchen. Look, I'm walking down. Do you like it, guys? My nice
Perfect
cabinets.
spot.
Do you want to have something to drink? This is to celebrate when Hex reaches 9 cents.
We hit
And,
9 cents. We're at
books.
9 cents.
We did. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be with a bottle of champagne. I don't have the refrigerator. If I could find the refrigerator here, or we can read something about crypto, or you're welcome to come and join me in my beautiful background. You know,
There you
don't
go.
believe
That's
everything
a
you
nice
see.
one.
You see, now you're on my couch. We're gonna put the fireplace on, and I think
Never
it's a
thought of
good,
that.
nice, good studio. What about you? Think it's a good studio? I look good in this one, don't I?
Great design. I love your design taste.
Yeah, you can.
Well
you can
designed.
go.
You
You
know,
can go
I'm
right to
gonna bring you
IKEA.
in.
It's like sets.
And this is the Hex Studio. How about this?
There you go.
We need to look for ways of upgrading whatever we offer the Hexican guys. So how about this? Nice for the younger crowds that want to do like gaming and stuff. Just come to IKEA. You know, you can get everything you need here. And at this time, no one's here, so you can broadcast from here. Just hide the prices out so people don't know that it's fake. But or we can go to different. We can walk around and look at different places, but or sit on the patio.
So
just
thank you.
Stay with
today
me in my patio.
Thank you today for inviting me to Ronaldo's stream. That was a lot of fun. I appreciated you inviting me, and I didn't know that you were
Thank
quite
you so
the
much
expert.
for being there.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
You know what? I hope no one in my profession sees that video because I did not do a very good job. I'm much better than that. But it was such an important. I thought it was such an important thing because the Hispanic, the Spanish speaking community is always so. They really care about what we're doing on the general market, and we have Funding Jim. I think he has been in Latin America, and he knows the potential that we have down there, and also in Europe, because we had a lot of people from Italy and from Spain being part of the broadcast. And I think it's very important that we build a bridge, first of all, within our community, and then we can make the Hexicans a lot stronger around the world. So thank you so much for being there. And I have an invitation for all of you. It's the first time that we ever do that we merge the general market and the Hispanics. So thank you so much, RG, for being there. Today we announce your tour. Hopefully we can also do the tour in Spanish.
Yeah, maybe we can do something down in Mexico and run back around to California when we get down to Mexico and do something. I'm down for that.
That's pretty good. Guys, I just wanted to say hello. I'm sorry. It's so hot in here. I'm going to turn on the air. If I can find the air conditioner somewhere, the switch. I just wanted to say hello and I hang out with you guys a little bit and tell you what I was doing, what I'm doing with the community. Yes, and thank you for that. And I think you're onto something, bringing people onto the Spanish speaking shows. They were very responsive. Thank you for the support. The chat room was great. I mean, everybody was like, it was really cool. It was really cool. And I am going to learn to speak Spanish. And their invitation's going to all of you. Okay, well, you guys heard it. Anytime you want, guys. Toss, if you heard it. You know, Georgia said you can use your interpreter. Yes, use me for interpretation, please, guys. Let me. Well, then I'm about to start booking some more appearances. Damn. Absolutely, Child. You're definitely on the list. You know, you're my favorite storyteller. You know that. Thank you, dear. It was so sweet what you said to me about my Richard Hart Museum thing. I mean, you gave me a big boost when I needed it, and you were amazing. That's my comedy. There it is. That was amazing. Sorry, guys. I'm doing a. Hi. How are you? It's okay. Do you want to say hi? We're live right now. Do you guys know about we're a crypto show? Look, we're live here from my kitchen. I didn't have a place. My kitchen sucks, so I came here to IKEA to do the rest. We have younger. Are you in crypto? No. Do you know anything about crypto? You should check out hex.com. It's going to make your kids a better future. Thank you so much. Bye. Way to go, Georgia. I don't have any coffee. If not, I'll invite them a coffee, sit down, and explain them all about Hex. Hey, Georgia, maybe you could write a translation of that skit that I did and give it to me. And if I don't do a good enough job of doing the Spanish myself, maybe you can find me a good Latino actor to. We can do that. We can do that. All right. I'm in Hollywood. There's a lot of people here. starving for
really
attention.
people looking for
So-
work.
Yes, a lot of them. I have I'm selling my house, so I'm having people coming over and seeing. Sorry, guys.
Are you
Gary's
going to
the one, like-
Miami, dear?
I do have the ticket,
Uh-huh.
and my goal. I didn't know it was something from the other guys. I'm not even going to mention the name, but I'm definitely want to hang out with all the Hexicans. So I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
wait.
thinking about going
can't
too
wait.
because my studio where I have to cut my vocals and guitar for my album is right down that way. So I could kind of kill two birds with one stone and go down for the conference and record. So
I have some crazy ideas. I really want to, like I said, I wanted to, like I always said, hey guys, I'm a Hexican. My name is George. I'm a Hexican, and I come in peace. I think we're all into this for the crypto community, and I think it's very important for them to know that the Hexican community has good people in it. So I think I'm good. I think I'm a good person, and all of us too. So.
well, you're a nicer person and a prettier face than I am. So
Oh,
You
I'm
got that
terrible.
right.
Don't look at that's why I'm using my
100. You
head.
nailed
So
that
don't look at me today. It's not good. There's people waving at me at the window. I don't know. I'm about to be kicked out.
They think you're
Yeah,
a
we have more
celebrity,
people.
baby. You are a celebrity.
Yeah,
Act the
sure.
part.
You know what? One thing I realized is that it's all in your mind. If you believe, a lot of people say, ask the universe, ask yourself. If you want to be something, especially something positive, I reinvented myself. Maybe not reinvented, but actually Hex helped me come out of the shell.
See,
So
I don't believe
thanks
in
to
the
all of you.
asking part, baby. I don't believe in the asking because I did the asking for almost 5 decades. And then I got to a point where I said, God damn it, you know what? F that asking.
I'm going to take it.
Vaffanculo.
I'm gonna take it.
Taking it. I'm taking it.
Vaffanculo.
I
Oh
know
my
who I
God, he
am.
speaks Italian. That's very good. Yeah, sometimes we have to take it. If you think that you deserve it, just go for it and take it.
The
And
field that we exist in is nothing but creativity. It's begging for us to create our reality. Stand up and do it, everybody. Believe,
right.
don't ask.
I like that.
Believe.
That's right. That's right. You have to believe in yourself. And I spent a lot of time in my career doing other things. I became an interpreter because that was the easiest thing, the easiest way to go. And I love communications. And my dream was always to go back into communications. And this time, I find it's a reward for me to be able to be part of it as in front. Usually I was behind people. Now I'm in front and I have a big responsibility, which is represent the Hexican communities, especially the ladies of Hex. So, and we have great
I think
people.
you need
we have
your own
amazing
stream.
people like you guys. No, I'm working on you weren't there, but I announced that I was going to do Good Morning Hexico. And it's going to be a stream that is going to be at night. I need to check all the other streams. It's just starting, and it's just this talk like you guys do it and mix a little bit. So let's see how
I'll
it goes.
support you. I'll do
eventually.
whatever you need. You need me to make some graphic design for you? That's on me, baby. Anything.
Thank you
need a
so
song,
much.
know
you
I'm
need an
always
original
there.
song, we'll
Thank
make you an
you.
original song.
Yep.
Thank
know
you
I'm
guys.
always
And
there
you know
for
what?
Georgia.
And whatever you need from me, guys, I might not know about too much about graphics, but I know how to cook. I can clean. I can help you with the tour.
If you're
And,
a translator of Spanish, I think that might be all you need. Your beautiful face and the ability to be bilingual. My God, that's huge.
We need to. And I'm looking forward to do whatever it takes to help the Hexican community and follow your amazing lead. All of you guys, all of you, RG, Fun, everybody who's here. I don't want to say names, but you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for leading the way. On behalf of me and my children, because my children are too small to thank you. So it's my job. We need to represent the community. So thank you
All
so
right,
much.
Georgia. Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Like,
Georgia.
I'm gonna go take a shower right now. I want to invite you. I will not invite you.
Yeah.
But,
Be careful. They'll kick you out for that. I promise you.
I'm sure they've done a lot of more crazy things here in this store. But go to IKEA, guys. If you're looking for a nice place, nice background, if you don't have it, be resourceful. Go find a nice place that you like and just
I
broadcast
think
from there.
she's onto something there. See Hexicans all over IKEAs everywhere, streaming out of their new studios.
Of course, and hit the streets. I can't wait till I can go.
That's a
on the
good
streets.
idea. A show based on
Yeah.
guerrilla streaming. Ding, 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 ding.
Hollywood here, come.
I got to get a GoPro, Hexico. Help me get a GoPro. I'll do it.
Yeah, we need to. Guys, I'm going to leave you alone and to continue talking about important things, but thank you and wait for your invitation. It's very important for the community, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you.
It's good
All
to
right,
see
Georgia.
you.
Thanks a lot.
Good to see you,
Take care.
Georgia.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Sarah says, like a storage unit.
All right,
Fucking
now that we're
storage unit.
now that we're getting cultural here, Shamrocks and Shenanigans says, "You're all amazing. Thank you for what we do, and happy St. Patrick's Day." We forgot it was St. Patrick's Day today. My wife is part Irish, and so every year she makes that hideous thing called what is that stuff that they make?
His voice got real quiet.
Oh, jeez. I know. I don't want her to hear. I've already gotten shit for it.
The soda bread and the cabbage and
the corned beef and whatever the hell that thing is. Corned beef.
Corned beef.
It's pickled, boiled meat. It's like the last thing I would do to a piece of meat is boil it or pickle it. And it's both of those things. And then
you have some nice potatoes.
Yeah, they put some potatoes in. I mean, it's obviously it's like it's a poor man's food, but it's just hideous. I can't stand
I can almost smell the vomit from here in the woods where I am. I mean, there are so many polluted people out here right now.
Yeah, they're out there
projectile vomiting, fist fighting, like
Dude, if you're in Philadelphia, you're like in the thick of it, man. It's like,
no, I extricated myself long ago, Tim. I was in South Philly for 20 years, brother. I'm out in the woods now. I'm out in the fucking woods, brother.
I got my green background.
I see the matrix cascading.
I see that.
We're putting green candles.
Pickled boiled meat is amazing. And it'll kill you too. It's loaded with sodium, guys. It's loaded with sodium. All right. Let's see. So any crypto news anybody want to talk about before we stop talking about Shamrock, Shillelaghs, and IKEA?
On the private chat, I put the MEXC. It goes live in 3 hours.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that.
Well, let's have a chat about it.
It's a pretty big exchange over in Asia, I believe. That
Hex is going live, and it says 3 hours and 35 minutes. Wonder if that's going to take us to 10 cents. Will that take us to 10 cents?
I wonder if that's going to take us to 17 cents.
Yeah, I don't know what the input is. I don't know where they get their liquidity from. I don't know anything about how it's sourced. There could be OTCs from like whales or something in Hex, but I don't know how they accumulated supply to actually resell.
Yeah, I don't see anything that shows. It's all shut. It's all shut to zero right now. We won't see any numbers until it pops up, and we're not sticking around here for 3.5 hours.
We're not.
We used to.
So the account is 750,000 followers, and they follow me, MEXC_global. I saw that Katie had retweeted it when they were doing their listing. They did their broadcast of their listing. It seemed like I had pretty good engagement, not just because of Hex or Hexicans. So I was looking through like who paid attention to the listing. So that's kind of cool. I mean, again, we're in DeFi and we like smart contract transactions, but more eyes and marketing is always helpful.
Yeah, of course. There it is. MEXC Global. I followed them earlier today when that popped up.
Yeah, there's like 4 accounts that are linked, but the global one has 740,000 followers, I think.
Yeah, look at that. Nice.
And then Katie and Jesse and all them, I forget what the other exchange was, but they had like a Q&A. Who was it that they had a Q&A with recently? It was a big exchange. Was it OKX? I have to look. I can't remember.
Yeah, OKX.
That's what King says. King says that she thinks OKX is the next boom boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the KD, PLS, and all the Power City people, they're the ones that did the stream. That got pretty good engagement. I think it was 20,000 saw the hour-long Q&A about Hex and PLS and PulseX. That was pretty good engagement too, from outside of our current community, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking for the exchanges that you. Yeah, I think it was. That's what she was saying. OKX.
Oh, it's Hotbit. I'm looking at it now. Hotbit. Sorry. It was. I'll show the link. Copy. I'll put it in the. It's in the private from KDP Cryptos. It was 25,000 people. That was pretty good playthrough.
Nice. And I'll put that in the chat for everybody. There it is if you want to go take a look at it.
And then it seems like also Ivan can't seem to shut up about Pulse Chain and enthusiasm.
Wow.
So like,
yeah, it's nice hearing him. You know, I mean, he never was really a hater.
No,
he was kind of like
he was a fence sitter, man.
He was a tongue-in-cheek, offensive.
Yeah, he was on the fence, and he had an opportunity more than many to jump in and be more vocal, and he didn't. He pushed.
No, well, none of them did. None of them did. Yeah. They were all too scared.
I'm sorry. I got long memory on this stuff. I'm glad that there's people like you guys and Jim that build the bridges, because I'm on the other side of it. I'm on the apophatic side of this shit. Yeah. I got long memory, and I ain't even about to let these motherfuckers forget where they stood or the stones they threw at me and my people for over 2 years, man. Forget it. Never.
Yeah, they did. They threw stones.
That's not my role. That's not my role. That's not why I'm here.
And that's why we need all types. We need guys like you and Wales out there, you know, punching them in the nose. And
like DMX said,
punching them through the nose.
Like DMX said, don't forget where you come from. Someone will remind you.
There you go.
I'm saying my argument has always been we build the doors that the devil dashes through. Okay, that's all I'm saying, man.
Well, there comes a point where the war will be over. It's not over yet. There's still a lot of remembering they're all going to have to do. Our time has come. It's going to be our season this next season, and they'll atone. They will, and then there'll be a moment where a lot of them are. I mean, look at some of them are just fading off into the nether. They're going away. They're disappearing. I mean, some of them that Richard had on his stream are they're not even around crypto anymore. You know, some of them are just completely obliterated. You know.
Yeah. And they did it to themselves.
And they did it to themselves. And the fact that they were all backing scams. I mean, the truth is setting everyone free is what's really happening.
But isn't that the thing about it? Is it wasn't enough that they were doing evil, but they were sitting here saying, you guys are evil. You guys are scammers. Richard Hart's a scammer. Like, oh, that just drips with filth to me, man. It's like, you know what it did for me? It's one thing to make a mistake. We all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but that's like doubling down on your shit.
But it made me stronger, bro. It made me stronger. I ate that stuff up. It strengthened me. It energized me. It was like, fuck, give me more. Give me more. Hate me more. Because one of these days,
bulletproof, baby.
You are going to just rule the day. Because I ain't going away. Because I don't have to. Because Hex ain't ever going away. Everything I said is true. Everything that I said, I can back up. I don't have to erase any streams. I don't have to sit on the other side of a lawsuit in a little box with the rest of the assholes who lied and cheated and swindled everybody. I don't have to do that. That's not going to be me. I'm the guy that's still going to be sitting here telling you the same thing that I told you 3 years ago when Hex launched, that we're right. We're the ones that are right. We're the ones that are standing on the side of history that is the good side of history. You guys will rue the day that you did what you did to us. And so just keep bringing it. Just keep bringing it. And they did. And they kept bringing it. And they've all fallen away. They've all fallen away. None of them have any clout anymore. None of them. I mean, there's a handful of guys that are still left if they're not on that lawsuit. And maybe one. I think Ivan's probably the only dude left. Everybody else is, on lawsuits and everything else because they shilled crap.
Well, it's really the only ones are named in that thing are stateside. I think they're U.S. citizens. So you don't see Carl the Moon. You don't see Ivan, things like that either. And I'm not saying it's pro or negative, but like the ones that I can understand, like the ones that have been hateful and really haven't like taken back that. Sure, sure. I think. What's his name? Marcellus. What's his name? Who's the guy that is in the rewind reel calling Richard a fat guy and scammer or whatever with Charlie? I forgot who that guy is. Mason.
Oh,
right.
Are you talking about John? You're talking about John?
Is that the guy, the white guy who looks at the camera and goes, "Richard, you're a pig, just like we're all pigs, and I'm going to live to make you remember it." I want to choke the snot out of that one.
Are you talking about the
he rolled his stuff back though afterwards.
Yeah, he rolled his stuff back recently.
He started rolling it back.
Well, you got to. You're a jackass if you don't. Right?
Yeah. He rolled. And then that guy John, the one that's in the rocket video, that
Hex is coin is 1000% a scam coin.
Yeah.
He's one of those dating pig guys. He's a real freaking piece of work.
Empty Coiner just said their names don't matter.
Their names don't. Their names don't matter.
At least remember the face, because they're going to show back up with a name like Hexican Dodd.
Yeah. They're just bodies. They're just bodies strewn across the freaking battlefield.
Okay.
But I do see, again, if they're loaded before they make comment or they're just looking for engagement in general, like Carl the Moon is saying his should I buy Hex now? They weren't saying that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? So like, and because of how majority of supply really is on DeFi platforms, they likely have bags before they talk publicly in Twitter Spaces or on YouTube content. And it's, again, if we still continue promoting the protocol being yield of Hex on Hex return, then, it persuades society to be better, like in general. We have violent origins where hundreds of thousands of years, hunter-gatherers would, kill other tribes that they encountered. And now with like idea trade, synergy, and things like that, like it's not necessary. Communication is like the source, miscommunication is like the source of most problems that we have now. So anyway, so I'm just trying to be like, all of us have different positions, like Thought's Child. He can be the person that holds someone to account and says, never, 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 because when you were 15 years old, you drove your mother's car into my backyard and fucked up my house. And then when they're in their 50s, you're like, I'm never going to forgive you. Like you can hold
Jim, that was completely unfair and inaccurate, man. You didn't speak an iota towards my actual truth, man. I'm not saying never forgive. I'm not saying nail a nigga to a cross because he wrecked his mom's car at age 15. I'm not fucking saying any of that, bro. I'm saying take names. I'm saying take names, call them to account. Once they have properly accounted, guess what? I already also said I sin too. I make mistakes too. It is only because I have been forgiven for those mistakes and subsequently learned that I improved as a man. I will allow for that in other motherfuckers. Please don't misstate my position, sir.
Yeah. So if you think that wins hearts and minds of the people that they impact and influence, then more power to it.
We build the doors that the devil dances through.
Sure.
I'm here playing nice and being fair, but if you're going to make me sound like I'm some insane radical who's completely unreasonable, I'm going to stick up for myself.
You are an insane radical, and you're part of the Hexican community. So there's no harm. I was saying you play the role. I play a different role. RG3 plays a different role, and you love the role that you are in, and you relish it. So there's nothing harmful about what I'm saying.
The comment about a 15-year-old was a little over the top, but thank you for dialing back what you said with that second part of your statement.
Sure.
Oh, wow, look at that. That was great. Little discourse.
On the syndicate, on the old syndicate. Hey, MT Coiner has a good point as well. It's like, you know, the most extreme radicals arguing with the radicals. I mean, we're in
right.
We're
the dregs of crypto.
Yeah, I mean, however you want to look at it, right? I tend to think we're the cream that rises to the top, but
yeah, we crawled from the mud to become the cream on the top.
Yeah, there you go.
Crawled out of the ashes. You know what? But here's the thing about Hexicans. This is the one thing that I've noticed about all of us is that we some of them are new to crypto. Don't get me wrong. Some people are new to crypto. They got lucky. They found the right thing right off the bat, but they had the same mindset, obviously, because they were looking for something like Hex, and they saw the community and it resonated with them and they got in. The OGs, the people that kind of, you know, followed Richard from, you know, his fluid dynamics token to Bitcoin Hex to Hex, followed him before when he was talking about Bitcoin and how horrible Ethereum was and all that stuff, and then supported Hex. We were looking for something different because we were all out there seeing the wreckage of crypto, seeing what it was doing, seeing the degen trading and not wanting it. We didn't want it. We wanted something else. We wanted, you know, Satoshi's real vision, you know, hey, this can fix finance, this thing here that we've taken outside of the banking system and put online for human beings to take to the world and fix finance with. Here it is. And none of us saw that, but we saw it in Richard and we saw it in Hex. And so it took a certain kind of a mindset to come over here and start developing this community. So we all have that in common. You know, we're all different. Everybody sitting in this room right now, we all have our different personalities and the different things the different ways that we stream and talk to human beings and onboard and all that stuff. But we do have that one thing in common, that we wanted crypto to be better. And we all came together as a community to help that. And it takes all of our personalities and it takes all of our differences to make that community, you know, what it is today. And that's the thing, the common thread I see is that we all wanted something different. We wanted something better. And Richard offered it. And we said, hey, everybody, we found it.
Yeah. And he's a good example of one who, I mean, come on now. He had an evolution of his viewpoint, did he not? It was 2017 when I found the man with his greasy hair and his velour suit weighing extremely more than he does right now. And he was saying, you know, fuck Ethereum, you know, fearless leader was. He graduated, he evolved his mindset. We allow for that. There's no problem with it, you know. I definitely am down with that.
Something going on with my mic?
Yeah, you've got an echo. Or it's a slight echo. It's not like really like
I did hear something going on, but it sounded like it was coming out of somebody else's.
MT Coiner brings up a good point too. I mean, we could waste a lot of oxygen and calories focusing on established crypto people, or we could go out into the vast majority of humanity and bring no coiners in here. I mean, guys, look at what Brandon and Matt and Texan are doing. You got the ladies auxiliary of Austin, Texas, passing around the hat, you know, to support that project, which reflects their regional pride. If these people who are as old school as you can get are now participating in a decentralized financial product, man, it's like the sky's the limit, man. We can really get moving on this.
No, we're not 10 cents. Everybody keeps getting a lot of, it's 8. We dropped down to 8, 9.
Yeah, I'm looking at Deck Screener. I'm looking through that tweet. And
why people keep popping 10 cents up there like we hit 10 cents. We have not hit 10 cents yet. Yeah. Oh, all right, gentlemen. Well, I would like to call this evening thank you all for coming. Appreciate you. We will see everybody on Monday. I believe my guess, I don't know if I should call it now or what, but I think Walrus is going to be coming on the show on Monday. I think it's pretty much inked. So I'm going to get Walrus on the show. We're going to talk to him and do that on Chatting with the Captain.
You and Famous back on Wednesday then? And
then Famous and I on Wednesday. And then of course another effing hangout. And let's see if we can have V3. All right, guys. Thanks for coming, Gary. Good seeing you, bro. I haven't had you on here for a while. It's good having you on. Same with you, Timmy B. We'll see you guys. Take care.